The 4D Principle in a Christian Spiritual Journey by the Watchtower Studio. Directive, discernment, and discipline lead you to your God-ordained destination. Those are the 4D components in a Christian spiritual journey. The Christian walk is not accidental. It is intentional, spirit-led, and purpose-driven. The 4D principle reflects how God shapes, guides, and matures believers as they journey toward His promises. 1. Directive. God gives the direction. Every spiritual journey begins with God's directive. Before movement comes instruction. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Psalm 119, 105. Directive is hearing God's voice through scripture, prayer, prophetic confirmation, counsel, and circumstances. Like Abraham being told, "Go to the land I will show you," Genesis 12:1, God does not always reveal the full map, only the next step. Spiritually, directive requires obedience before clarity, faith before evidence, trust before understanding. Without God's directive, effort becomes wandering. 2. Discernment. Knowing what is God and what is not. Once direction is given, discernment becomes essential. Not every opportunity is a calling, and not every open door is from God. Test the spirits to see whether they are from God. 1 John 4. Discernment is the spiritual ability to recognize God's timing, identify distractions and counterfeit paths, distinguish conviction from condemnation. Jesus himself demonstrated discernment when he rejected Satan's shortcuts. Matthew 4. Though the destination was the cross and resurrection, the enemy offered a faster but disobedient route. Discernment protects destiny. 3. Discipline, staying faithful on the journey. Many believers receive direction and discernment, but discipline determines arrival. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness. Hebrews 12:11. Discipline is daily obedience, prayer when you don't feel like it, faithfulness when results are delayed, consistency when emotions fluctuate. Israel left Egypt by power, but only those disciplined in obedience entered the promised land. Lack of discipline prolonged the journey. Discipline aligns character with calling, lifestyle with faith, actions with belief. Finally, destination, God's purpose fulfilled. The destination is not merely success or achievement. It is transformation, alignment, and fulfillment of God's will. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. Your destination may look like spiritual maturity fulfilled, calling deeper intimacy with God, impact on others, eternal reward. God's destination is always greater than the journey, even when the path includes wilderness seasons, pruning, and waiting. To summarize, the 4D principle in faith. Directive gives you God's path. Discernment keeps you on God's path. Discipline carries you through God's path. Destination fulfills God's purpose. Without directive, you wander. Without discernment, you detour. Without discipline, you delay. But with all three, you arrive right on time, in God's will. Thank you for listening, and remain tuned for more on the Watchtower Studio.